promise that I ain't going nowhere. I ain't blowing no smoke. I mean, I've been sober, but you should've known it. I wasn't going.
Hey guys, Sunny Ray coming to you with another fragrance video. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Welcome, welcome. If you stumbled across my page, you've never been here before, it was meant to be. It was meant for you to cross over to the sunny side. Consider subscribing, turning on that post notification bell. That's that little bell. Make sure that it turns gray. That way you will be notified each and every time I upload content here on my channel. Drop some comments below. Join in on the conversation. And if you like this video, you love this video, then consider sharing it. To my returning subscribers, guys, hey, thank you for joining me for another video. Thank you for rocking with me. And to my newest subscribers, hey guys, I see you. You guys are great. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for joining the sunny side. Guys, today we are going to be talking about some floral leaning fragrances. That's right, floral fragrances. I know if you guys have been rocking with me for a little bit, you know that I have not always been a huge fan of florals. But one thing that I know is that I don't hear a lot of individuals talking specifically about floral fragrances. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who truly enjoy floral leaning fragrances. So if that's something that you're into, then keep on watching. So without further ado, guys, we are going to jump right into this video. Guys, now I'm going to be honest with you today. I grabbed some fragrances. A lot of times for my videos, I take notes and I go through the note, composition, the note structure, what's in the fragrance. Today, I'm just going to talk about these specific fragrances. I may get into the notes a little bit, but I'm really just focusing on the fragrances. So I'm not going to talk a lot about notes. So let's get into the first fragrance. The first fragrance that I am going to share with you is one that is very affordable. And guys, honestly, it was a love at first sniff. Now, like I mentioned, I have not always been a fan of floral fragrances. I honestly steered away from them. I felt a lot of them smelled vintagey. It just was not my thing. However, my nose, as it began to develop, I have actually developed a love for floral fragrances because they really make me feel very feminine, very pretty, especially if I have on a beautiful dress or a flowy dress. It just makes me feel very ultra feminine, very pretty. So this first fragrance that I'm going to share with you again is a very affordable fragrance, and it was a love at first sniff. It's absolutely gorgeous. So the first fragrance that I am going to share with you again was a love at first sniff, and it is by the House of Fragrance World. And this particular fragrance is White as Tuberose. White as Tuberose. So you guys know that tuberose, a white floral fragrance. Guys, this fragrance is so absolutely stunning. It is a beautiful fragrance. And this particular bottle, so I believe that these fragrances may mimic Guerlain's. I believe it's the Les Arts and Les Matures collection, but that is what this bottle reminds me of. But guys, the juice in this bottle. Guys, this is the most beautiful, sweet, light, fresh tuberose fragrance. Guys, I have some other tuberose fragrances in my collection. It does give off, as we all, well, maybe we don't all know, tuberose can give off a kind of bubblegummy type of a scent profile. And guys, you get some bubble gum in here. You get some freshness. Again, I did not pull up the notes to this particular fragrance, but guys, this White as Tuberose is absolutely stunning. I feel, again, this is something that is going to be appropriate for any time. But guys, this fragrance makes me feel so feminine. It's so pretty. It's so airy. It's perfect for this time of year. So again, this is by the House of Fragrance World, and that is White as Tuberose. The next fragrance that I am going to share with you, there are numerous flankers of this particular fragrance. And I've smelled all of them numerous times and did not like them. It was just the florals were just way too heavy for me. But something kept drawing me back to this fragrance. I mean, I just kept going back to it, kept going back to it. I was like, why do they have all these flankers and you don't like not one, not one? I don't know. I don't know why I was so just drawn and mesmerized by this particular fragrance and all of the mini flankers. So I finally decided, you know what, I'm just going to pick one up, because there's a lot of times that I will pick up a fragrance, I don't like it, but if I continue to kind of try it, then it tends to grow on me. And this fragrance is one that has truly grown on me, and that is Gucci Bloom. So Gucci Bloom, again, is a white floral fragrance. It's got that tuberose in it, but I have to be honest, I did specifically purchase the EDT. The EDP, in my opinion, of Gucci Bloom and all of the flankers were a little bit too heavy for me. Now, this is truly a white floral fragrance, and I have to say, guys, a little heavier than the fragrance that I just shared by Fragrance World. The florals are a little bit heavier, but when I tell you, this just makes me think of summertime or springtime. You know, when you see the white flowers and you see the bumblebees or the bees kind of, buzzing around the the flower petals, that's what comes to mind. Just a bright, sunny summer or spring day. Obviously, it's summertime now, so it's going to make me think of a bright summer day with those beautiful white flower bushes. Guys, I am not, listen, okay, I am not only am I not like the biggest floral person, I'm just not the biggest outdoor person, period, unless I'm at the beach. Why you think that's why I moved to Florida? Why you guys think I moved to Florida? Why you think they call me Sunny? I love the sun. I love the beach. I love to swim. Now, outdoors, hunty, bugs, camping, nature, that is not my thing. But so again, when I get ready to talk about flowers or a specific outdoor plant, that's not my thing, because you're not going to see me doing any gardening. Okay, you're not going to see me doing any of that because there's bugs out there. Okay, so I will digress. But that is what this reminds me of. It's just a beautiful white floral bush with bees buzzing around, and you're outside and you're sipping on some tea or some lemonade. And again, you've got on a beautiful dress. That is what this makes me think of. Now, again, this is a heavier tuberose, but you do get that bubblegummy type of tuberose scent. And again, not going to go too in depth when it comes to the notes, because honestly, I did not look up all the notes to all of these fragrances. But if you enjoy a white floral fragrance, you enjoy one that's going to be great for summer. Again, Gucci Bloom EDT, I feel, is absolutely gorgeous. The next fragrance that I am going to share with you is from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, and that is Dolce Shine. Now, Dolce Shine, guys, again, is another white floral fragrance. Now, when we talk about white florals, in my opinion, they're a little bit lighter at times. When you think about a yellow floral, when you get into like those ylang-ylangs, things of that nature, that kind of gives me more of a tropical feel or a tropical vibe. Guys, this Dolce Shine is just really a pretty bright white floral fragrance. It does have some fruity aspects or some fruity nuances. Guys, again, this is going to be perfect for a hot summer day. It is a beautiful, sweet, white floral fragrance. Again, there are some fruity nuances in here. It does give you a little bit of a tropical vibe as well. But again, gorgeous, beautiful, stunning fragrance. And that is from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, and that is Dolce Shine. Now, one thing I do have to be completely honest about, even though in the past I was not a floral gal, one thing that I did love or have always loved is a good rose fragrance. I can appreciate a good rose, but here's the thing. I like a light, dewy, airy, fresh rose. So if you guys kind of can understand my nose and my taste, I don't like floral fragrances that are thick, that are heavy. Now, I do like a bold beast mode fragrance, like pretty much all the time, just not when it comes to my florals. This next fragrance that I am going to share with you is a beautiful rose fragrance. And again, it is one that is very affordable. And it is from the House of Fragrance World. And this particular fragrance is called Pose as Rose. So Pose as Rose, guys, this is the most beautiful rose fragrance. Now, this is rose, it is light, it is powdery, it is sweet. But that powderiness, it's not like a, just heavy vintagey powder, powdery scent. I know a lot of people don't like powdery fragrances, but guys, this Pose as Rose is so sweet, is so soft. It is just absolutely gorgeous. And when I say soft, it's like soft, it's like smooth. It's so gorgeous, it's so beautiful. It's almost velvety. I know that may not make sense, but it's velvety, it's smooth, it's fluffy, it's airy, it's sweet, and it is a light rose fragrance. So it's not a vintagey rose. Guys, this is absolutely gorgeous. There's something about this fragrance that is very, very comforting to me. So when I wear this fragrance during the day, it brings me so much comfort. But also when I wear this fragrance at night, it is so comforting. It's cozy. It's almost like this fragrance just envelops and wraps you up. And so again, as you can see, I have a little dent. I got a little dent in this bottle. So I definitely have been wearing it. And this is one that is relatively new to my collection. I probably had it maybe 3 months or so. So for me to have this fragrance for 3 months and I got a little dent in it already, then that's pretty good. So again, that is from the House of Fragrance World, and that is Pose as Rose. Now, this next fragrance that I am going to share with you is one that I'm going to be honest, I still kind of struggle with this fragrance a little bit, but I know that there are a lot of people out there who truly, truly enjoy this fragrance. Now, this fragrance is a little bit more pricey than some of the other fragrances that I shared with you. However, this particular house has sales all the time. So if you catch their sales, check their website, then you can find amazing deals on many of their fragrances. And that is from the House of Sillage, and that is Whispers of Strength. Guys, this too is a white floral fragrance. Now I am going to kind of get into the notes of this particular fragrance. So this fragrance opens up with boysenberry, frangipani. In the middle, it has Indian tuberose. So there's your tuberose again. It's got Egyptian jasmine, amber, and vanilla. And guys, I guess the reason why I kind of struggle with this particular fragrance is because in my opinion, I don't know if it's got to be the boysenberry. It comes off a little bit as a licorice type of a scent to me. I would have sworn, not looking at these notes, that this particular fragrance had licorice in it, and I am not a fan of licorice. I am not a fan of the way licorice smells, like the black licorice, and I don't even like the way licorice tastes. So if you're not a fan of licorice, then you may not like this particular fragrance, because I do feel as though the boysenberry in here gives off a little bit of a licorice vibe. However, when it comes to this fragrance, and that's at the top, but as it dries down, it does dry down to a beautiful floral fragrance. In my opinion, I'm going to be honest, it is not my fave when it comes to florals in my collection. But again, look at the bottle. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way that House of Sillage, how their bottles look. It's the cupcake, of course. And then underneath the cap, you've got your embossed House of Sillage, and then it has the name of the fragrance, which is Whispers of Strength. And of course, it's got your Swarovski crystals, which are here. So, honestly, some of my House of Sillage fragrances I have decluttered, just because, in my opinion, for the price point, I don't necessarily feel that the performance is the best. But they are absolutely stunning and they are absolutely gorgeous. So again, that is Whispers of Strength, and that is by the House of Sillage. Oh, the next fragrance is one that it took me some time. It took me some time. I'm going to be honest, I don't reach for this very often. And this particular fragrance is one that is inspired, and it is very affordable. This particular one that I'm going to share with you. And that is Rose Petals. And this is by Maison Alhambra. Now, guys, we know that this is inspired by Tom Ford's Rose Prick. Now, when this fragrance came out, I heard so many different reviews in regard to Rose Prick, and I wanted to love this fragrance. I just knew I was going to love it. Went into Saks, stopped by the Tom Ford counter, and I got my nose on it, and I was like, no, this really isn't for me. However, as I do so often, I'm like, what is the hype? What is the hype with this fragrance? So I decided to revisit it. And when I saw Maison Alhambra had an inspired fragrance called Rose Petals, I decided to revisit it. Now, this is a spicy rose fragrance, kind of peppery, spicy. The rose in here is a little bit heavier versus the lighter, watery type of rose that I truly enjoy. However, this is a beautiful fragrance. Now, in my opinion, do I feel that this is a fragrance that is like a fragrance that I would wear every day or as my signature scent? No, I feel that you have to have the appropriate occasion for this particular scent. Now, this scent, it is going to perform very well. In terms of longevity, you may have to reapply, but projection, sillage, it projects. You're going to get good sillage from it. As we all know, some of Tom Ford's fragrances, not some, a lot, many, all, Tom Ford's fragrances are known for not the best performance, right? So in my opinion, Rose Petals would be the way to go in terms of price point if you're looking for a fragrance that is very comparable to Rose Prick. Am I even making sense right now? But is it a gorgeous fragrance? Is it a beautiful fragrance? Is it different than rose fragrances and other rose fragrances that I have in my collection? Yes, it absolutely is. So at this price point, very affordable. And guys, also let me know. I have a huge fragrance collection. I am also going to be selling decants as well as full-size bottles. So if that is something that you're interested in, just know that is something that is coming soon. So even with these more affordable fragrances, if you're not looking to purchase a full bottle, let me know, and I will be doing 10 ml decants very, very soon. So again, that is Rose Petal, and that is from the House of Maison Alhambra. The next fragrance that I am going to share with you is one that was pretty popular a few years ago. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but this is still a really, really gorgeous fragrance. Now, this is going to be more of a yellow floral, kind of fruity, spicy. It's got some woodiness. And that is Rare Tiffany by the House of Afnan. Now, guys, this fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. the spiciness, the woodiness you can definitely get. You get those yellow florals, but with the spice and the woodiness, it makes for a different type of a floral fragrance. Guys, I don't grab for this often, but I tell you, when I do, when I wear this fragrance, I get compliment after compliment after compliment. So, guys, this is a gorgeous fragrance. I feel that it's appropriate for any time. I feel that you could almost wear this year round if you're a floral gal and you really, really just love floral fragrances. I definitely feel that this is one that's going to be appropriate for year round. Same thing with the rose petals, or if you decided to get Tom Ford Rose Prick, I do feel that that is a fragrance that would be appropriate for year round. Now, in the summertime, I do feel that it may be more appropriate in the evening. But this particular fragrance, Rare Tiffany by the House of Afnan, I do feel that this particular fragrance is going to be appropriate for year round, really for many, many different occasions. So if you want to wear this as your signature scent, if you wore it to work, if you wore it in the evening, I feel that you couldn't go wrong with this particular fragrance. So again, that is Rare Tiffany, and that is by the House of Afnan. So guys, that's what I have for you today. I didn't want to be before you too long. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, or if you have some floral fragrances that you may recommend for me to try, let me know. Drop in the comments below. Guys, I am open. I'm looking to explore new fragrances, add some things that are different to my collection. So drop some comments below. Let me know what your favorite floral fragrance is and what is your scent of the day. My scent of the day is, what is it? It is Nest, and it's the lychee. Gosh, I can't think of the name of it, but it's the lychee fragrance by Nest. Guys, that smells amazing. Amazing. So drop your scent of the day below. Guys, until next time, peace. And oh, don't forget, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead, click on that subscribe button, turn on your post notification bell, drop comments below, give me a thumbs up, and share this video. Bye.